Hi, I'm back. So for this part, I will explain about advantages and disadvantages of sport. Alright, so the advantage of sport is the first one, it can improve physical health. Next, sport can give us to have better sleep. Specifically, moderate to vigorous exercise can increase sleep quality for adults by reducing sleep onset or the time it takes to fall asleep. Not only that, it also can decrease the amount of time they lie awake in bed during the night. Additionally, physical activity can help alleviate daytime sleepiness and for some people reduce the need for sleep medication. Last but not least, sport can increase confidence. But how it can increase our confidence? The praise and recognition that come with playing sport can help improve self-esteem. It also encourages players to socialize and work together, which brings about a confidence boost through relationship. So, we settle for advantages of sport. Right now, we will move to disadvantage of sport. The first one is sport sometimes can cause injuries. Sport injuries are commonly caused by overuse, direct impact, or the application of force that is greater than the body part can structurally withstand. There are two kinds of sport injuries which are acute and chronic. An injury that occurs suddenly, such as sprained ankle caused by an awkward landing, is known as an acute injury, while chronic injuries are caused by repeated overuse of muscle groups or joints. Next, sport also time-consuming. This is because if you want to get really good at your sports, you will also have to invest plenty of time. Last but not least, sport can lead to serious pressure. Do you know why? It is because if you want to play sport in a professional level, you may also suffer from serious pressure. It can be mentally challenging when millions of people watch your games and many people are also not able to deal with this kind of pressure in a proper manner. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi there, I am Azmina and I will continue our presentation today with the topic of the pros and the cons of the playground. So, everyone knows that playing at the playground is a thing that is really fun and interesting, especially for the shy. But we need to know that all things in this world have their pros and the cons of the something. So today, we will have a look on few pros that we need to know when a child is playing at the playground. First, the children that play at the playground will gain their self-confidence and increase their self-esteem. Why? This is because the children that play at the playground will master an activity that was previously challenging during playing at the playground. Next, how about the kids' creativity and imagination? Of course, when a child is playing in the playground, it can improve, it can grow the kids' creativity and the imagination because when they are playing in the playground, they will expose with the new playing tools and tend to explore how to play the activities with their thought without knowing any guideline. So that's why when the kids play in the playground, it will grow the kids' creativity and also imagination. Next, when a child is playing with the playground, it will help to fight childhood obesity. If you guys want to know that World Health Organization state that 12.7% of the children in Malaysia is at obese level. And Malaysia was positioned as the second highest country in the Asia with the highest number of the kids with obesity. What about next? Next, when the kids is playing at the playground, it can give the opportunity for the parents, the grandparents or the caregivers to engage with the children through play. This is because we all know that most of the parents is busy with work when in the weekdays. But if the parents spend their time at the weekends with their child, they will have an ample time to engage with their children and to have fun with their children. That's why with the playground, it can engage the children through play for the parents and also the caregivers. Lastly, the child that play in the playground will reinforce and build their social skills by engaging with other children and can make a new friends. This is because they will expose to the new people that they really don't know, especially the neighborhood. Enough with the pros or advantages of playing the playground. We move to the next section, which is the cons of playing the playground, or also we know as the disadvantages of playing the playground. First thing first, we need to know when we talk about playground, it must be an outdoor place and an outdoor activity for the kids. So first thing that we need to expect is when the kids is playing at the playground, it must have an unpredictable tropical weather. So in Malaysia, without we notice, it can be rainy or also it can be sunny, and sometimes it can be both happens in a same day. This will leave the children to prone with the colds or the fever. Next, we move to the next point. When the kid is playing at the playground, the kids will expose to the dirt and also the dust. We all know that playground is an open section which is famously prone to the dust and also to the bacteria. The playground is exposed outside world and also used by anybody and prone to virus, allergies, bacterial infection. How about the third disadvantages when the kids is playing at the playground? So when the kid is playing at the playground, there will be a risk of bruises or cuts via the damaged and the undamaged equipment that is under maintenance. This event will expose the kids with the minor and also the major injuries. So be careful when your kids is playing at the playground. Lastly, when we talk about playground or sports or any outdoor activities, one thing that we need to put a high concern is about the safety structure. When we talk about the outdoor playground, it must be a playground that really need to be equipped with the safety things. And basically, there are some of the outdoor playground is not equipped with the play mat that will absorb impact when children fell down. So the safety structure of the playground need to be put as the first consideration when we allow our kids to play the playground.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. So I'm Mohamad Adziman. We continue the presentation. So you guys had been already informed that what playground really is, right? So how playground activities can educate students in learning science to be interesting? Let's find out. Let's go to the first point. As we know, learning through play shouldn't just about demonstrating science as a fun activity, but also nurturing a deeper engagement. Poor teaching is the reason why children lose their instinctive or natural science skill, isn't it? That's the purpose of playground activities. Through it, students may look more closely at what's happening and solve all the inquiries that coming into their head. Plus, they are able providing an explanation of what really happening and will promote for a deeper engagement. For example, a seesaw. Let's say Ahmad saw two of his friends with a normal body size playing seesaw and he will be being curious. What if he asks another of his friends that is 2 times bigger than him play seesaw with him? So what will happen? Yes, he will invite his friend to do so and see how the seesaw will turn out, isn't it? Then Ahmad can conclude about the seesaw activity which is related to the force in physics. That is related with the third point. This will encourage them to think about what they are doing. Next point of how playground activities can educate students in learning science to be interesting is with the peer inclusion. Peer refers to friends and the inclusion refers to involvement. Yes, friends always can influence us as they always surround us, right? So at the playground, there are so many games and activities that can be played. Moreover, people can take science activity and make it fun and accessible to the people with a little or no background in science. Thus, trying playing games, don't leave anyone out. It will include everyone because it is fun. Then, there are no more language barrier. Okay, like a dodgeball. People just screaming to avoid the ball and doesn't require verbal communication. While the dodgers dodge the ball, the attackers will think how much force and the angle to attack. See? Playing while learning. Why they play? Of course, there are positive reinforcement. Words like good work, nice try, and another encouraging remarks give children the confidence to try out different things, and it will promote them to keep thinking of how to be the best. Last but not least of how playground activities can educate children in learning science to be interesting is all the concepts learned from it can inspire students to be professional in valuable fields. Okay, as children play, they are actively discovering the world and learning how to interact with their surroundings. Science encourages children to learn and interact on a deeper level, creating a well-rounded perception and understanding of a different concept. It teaches the children how to ask questions, gather and organize information, solve problems, and apply new knowledge. So, it means students engage in science concept without even realizing it. And science will be fun and will educate them to explore. Eventually, when children are interested in science, we as a future teachers are inspiring future pharmacists, explorers, geographers, mathematicians, and other professionals in valuable fields. With that, I end our presentation and see ya!